We are officially less than 2 weeks away from the NFL draft, and I've told you before, there's no real clear answer to what the Eagles will do, but there is more information coming out on a certain prospect. Now, Jalen Carter is a big a win in a lot of fans' eyes. If the Eagles are able to get Jalen Carter at 10, or I know some people wouldn't mind moving up for a Jalen Carter, I know a lot of people would be excited. Now, there are some things to be worried about off the field, but we got a little bit of clarity on how one of our players may be able to help him through that. So let's talk about it.
You want Philly food?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
What's going on, you guys? It's your boy Joe Castro, aka Philly Fresco, and it is Philly the podcast. So today I want to talk about Jalen Carter, and I want to talk about who on this team might actually help him. Obviously, it's a Georgia boy, but it isn't Nakobe Dean. I just gave it away. But before we get into that, be sure to hit that like, hit that subscribe, join the family. We are on the road to 10K. Would love for you guys to join that ride. And also, I will be out at the draft, covering the NFL draft, have my media credentials. So if you do want to donate to that, I would really appreciate it. The GoFundMe is in the description, and it's going to be in the chat. So I appreciate you. If you don't got it, don't have to. No worries. I love all you guys the same. So let's talk about it, man. So Jalen Carter, obviously a very highly touted prospect. A lot of people like Jalen Carter. I love Jalen Carter. Don't get me wrong. I think he's a very good player. One of the better players in this draft. The top 5 guy. You could definitely say that, right? It's just one of those things that talent-wise, he probably won't fall to us, right? There's a lot of talk and a lot of speculation of him going in the top 8, top 6. I've seen him drop to maybe 9. And there are some times that he drops to the Eagles and maybe mock drafts, but I don't know how realistic it is, but I know how he has interest. And I know that he has been talking to some of his players. He's been talking to Jalen Carter. Obviously, they did have a top 30 visit. So he probably has way more of an idea of who that young man is than any of us, right? And a thing that we've continuously said is that we have leadership on this team that can help him and help him grow. So I think that the Eagles are very interested, and I think that the Eagles would love to get Jalen Carter. Now, obviously, when you think about a Jalen Carter, when you think about this defense and you think about the fit that he would have in this defense, you're talking about 3 Georgia boys along that middle, right? You got Nakobe Dean, you got Jordan Davis, and you would have Jalen Carter. I think that would be beautiful. I think a lot of people would love that. That would be fun to watch. Obviously, losing a Javon Hargrave, you're replacing that kind of production. I'm not sure how many sacks a year, we'll be getting out of Jalen Carter, but he's a guy that can definitely get to the quarterback. So you're definitely, replenishing that lost production when you get a Jalen Carter. There are other guys in this draft that I think can help you in that regard, but Jalen Carter is the best. Jalen Carter is definitely the best. You could make an argument for Will Anderson, but he's an edge, so I'm talking more so defensive tackles, more interior defensive line, and you can move him around. You can move Jalen Carter really anywhere you want to. He's very versatile, and I love the kid. I really do, and there's always a but, right? There's always a but. But he had some off-field issues, right? You obviously know about the car crash. We obviously know about the police body cam footage coming out and everything. He was pulled over and basically tried to get out of it because he was Jalen Carter. There's definitely been some things that we see that make us a little bit worried, right? And that's 100% fair, but it just came out. Adam Schefter was on the radio, 97.5, I believe, the Fanatic he was on, and he was just talking about the possibility of Jalen Carter joining the Eagles and how it could work and who could help him kind of mature and kind of adjust to the NFL. So they were talking about Jordan Davis, and I'm going to go ahead and read you the whole clip. I'm going to put my glasses on so it's real, it's serious. So he said, when you talk to people around the Georgia program, they say that one guy, maybe the one guy that kept Jalen Carter really in line was Jordan Davis. When he was around Jordan Davis, he was on his best behavior. Philly would have that advantage, bringing Carter to Philly and having Jordan Davis as a guy that could help out there. He's the guy in this year's draft that, outside of quarterbacks, is really fascinating and intrigued to see what happens to this all-world talent and who is the one that turns in the pick on him. I'll say this. I think there's a decent chance that the Eagles are the team that has that decision to make here. So what is he saying? He's basically saying that he's feeling that the Eagles are going to be put in a spot at number 10, that they're going to have to make that decision whether or not they trust Jalen Carter. So Adam Schefter is saying that he feels that Jalen Carter may fall to number 10. Jordan Davis obviously being a very big factor in us possibly picking up Jalen Carter. That's huge. And I want to give a shout out to all my subscribers, because you guys have continuously said this. You guys have said that, we have Jalen Carter. We have Jordan Davis. We have Nakobe Dean. We have guys that can kind of help them adjust and help them get over that hump of maybe immaturity or just, making bad decisions. So shout out to you guys. I know I kind of poo-pooed it, but it seems like that's a real thing. It seems like Jordan Davis was able to kind of hold him down and make sure he wasn't going too crazy, right? And that's a beautiful thing. So I'm all about Jalen Carter. If the Eagles are able to go get Jalen Carter, you will not hear one complaint from me, not one iota of anger from me. So that's where I'm at right now. I wanted to get this news out to you and see what you guys are thinking. Let me know in the comments. What are you guys feeling? Do you guys want Jalen Carter? I think that's a pretty easy question to answer. I'm pretty sure most of you guys would love to have Jalen Carter here. But how do you feel about this news coming out? I know some of you guys already felt that this was a possibility. But what do you think? Do you think Jordan Davis can really hold him down? Do you think Nakobe Dean will be able to help him just adjust to the NFL and adjust to Philly? So let me know in the comments. But other than that, y'all know what it is, man. It is Fly Eagles Fly. And we are out here. And soon we're going to be out at the draft. Peace!
Eagles fans everywhere, this is for you.
Fly Eagles flying on the team. Touchdown. Time to get Jalen this ring. You don't really want to start a thing. This a Bird Gang Nation, baby. It's a Philly thing. Hater, and you looking like you type trash. I'm just here calling on Philly the podcast. And we can call a man dog or watch Miles score off the handoff. Rest of the division, your man soft. Jackson like Sean, hunting like Randolph. Season head, early time to do him in. Your boy Philly Fresco. Thanks for tuning in.